Let me
All
tweet it out
right.
real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna tweet it out till we live in full effect. I got an idea for him, just because he couldn't make the show. All right.
Yo, I still can't believe. Yo, first, I'm sick of First Take, bro. Like this shit is ridiculous.
Are they being honest or what? What happened?
No, bro. They started the show. I don't know if it was they started the show, but that's why I sent you the question. Like, well, not that's the question, but they started off with is the next season a failure if we don't win a playoff series? No, it's
Sounds
not,
like my
bro.
type of episode.
That's
I would
not.
say it sound like my type of episode right
That's
there.
not. I mean, bro, we can't be. You can't be from the Knicks suck to them making the playoffs to now is they have to win a playoff series. No, bro.
Well, you
We're
know
not
what's gonna happen
we're not
when
the
you lose.
Nets. We're not the Nets. We're not the Sixers. We're not the Bucks.
Well, when you lose, you know what the motto's gonna be. We always thought they were.
Right.
But no, we're not denying that, bro.
I can't wait.
It's
I
fine,
can't
bro.
wait.
If we lose in the first round, it's fine. This season is a W.
Every Knicks fan I hear, y'all talk about Eastern Conference Finals. That's
That's ridiculous right there. That's ridiculous.
That's what y'all Knicks fans.
Nah,
That's what y'all Knicks fans. It's okay.
I could see if they get out the first round, okay, but I don't see us passing. We're not passing that, or if passing the first round. So I don't, you know what I'm saying, but I don't know about all that.
You ready to start the show?
Yeah, go ahead. Well, we're already
cool.
live. I see.
Yeah, we live, but we want to get your little input first on the ESPN hot take. Yo, what it do, YouTube and Twitch? It is your boy Dime. I'm with my co-host today.
Yes, sir. What's up, everybody? It's Coquito.
And we are the Hot Take Podcast. We got a special guest here today. My boy, the Great Patriot. How you doing today?
Man, I'm doing great. Appreciate y'all having me. Big fan of the podcast, and I'm just glad. But before we get into it, man, real quick, a couple episodes ago, y'all had Miss Tech on here. You know, shout out to her. She had that Aggie pride, all that stuff. I had to let y'all know.
Here we go.
It ain't about that Aggie pride around here. This is the best HBCU in the land, North Carolina Central. So, you know, I had to go ahead and make sure I showed up love, represent, you know, but I'm ready. Equal pride every five. Let's go. I'm ready now. I'm ready.
We got a little beef going on over here.
Yeah. Shout out to NCCU, man. We'll get into that after the introduction, but I'm glad you came on the show today. Unfortunately, my second guest today, Posse, couldn't make it. He had stopped up at work, so to the people at work, we get the finger, but you know we streaming on YouTube, so we can't do that. But you know it's all good. We'll try to get him on another show. But let's go ahead and get this show started, ladies and gentlemen. We are the Hot Take Podcast.
Yo, it's your boy Dom.
Yo, it's your boy Coquito, and you are watching the Hot Take Podcast.
All right, let's go ahead and hop into it.
So, yeah, you see, he feeling that beat too. See,
yeah, give me hype, y'all. Yeah.
So I got my Grey Goose vodka with me today. Coquito, you still drinking that Elijah and Craig though?
Yes, sir.
All right, make sure you drinking with us.
You already know. You know that's not a question for me. So you know, I feel like it was a special moment. I'm bringing out the Crown salted caramel. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Crown, if you want to sponsor your boy, hey, look your boy up. That's all I'm saying. But okay. I got the Crown today, man. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That thing look like it's smooth.
Oh, it is. It's very smooth. This is
it look like it's smooth
thing too. It only comes out like around Christmas time for the most part. But now they're trying to make it regular. But I recommend this a lot.
And you said it's caramel?
Yeah, salted caramel. Yep.
I love me some salted caramel.
Yeah, real good. It's real smooth.
It's better than that nasty Elijah and Craig, I bet.
Yeah, so yeah.
You over there drinking like a cowboy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's go ahead and hop into the topics, but we're going to speak a little bit, you know, cameraman at NCCU. Tell me your experience of how that went, Patriot. How was the whole thing?
Man, it was crazy. I went there 2015 as a freshman, and then undergrad as a freshman, I just started trying to get more involved in sports, and then I worked my first football game, and ever since then, I've been a part of them. Luckily, I graduated in spring 2019. They brought me back full-time in the fall of 2019, and I've been with them for the past 2 years. It's been great, being able to travel to see different things, going to the NCAA tournament, meeting people like Rasheed Wallace around here, going to the Dean Smith Center, going to Cameron, meeting guys like Nolan Smith, Chris Mullen, stuff like that. So just getting around, just meeting different people. I've even met Michael Vick. Like it's just crazy how this stuff is taking me, and I love every bit of it. So I'm just blessed, man.
Yeah, man, that's dope experience, man. Coquito, he's been all over the world, man. Instead of just being a cameraman, he's a content creator. He does live streams on Twitch. Look like he's transforming his platform from Patriots Talk on YouTube. He's transforming it and putting his gaming content with it. He's a very underrated content creator. I wanted to get Posse in here too because he's underrated as well. But one of the favorite moments is when Patriot was at the Duke game because NCCU played Duke and he had the chance to watch Zion at Duke University. And you know how impressive his dunks and stuff was. And I seen Patriot on TV because they go Patriot right there. You can't miss him. You can't miss him. He was like 7 foot sitting on the floor. So
yeah, watching because it was Zion, RJ Barrett, and Cam Reddish, so I was able to chance to get them. And this was during All-Star Weekend
RJ, baby.
So All-Star Weekend was in Charlotte, and so a lot of people came. Like I saw Floyd Mayweather there up close. Derek Carr was there. Like it was a lot of people that was there just to see them. Fist bump and everything. And I saw Coach K, and when I tell y'all, when he walks through them hallways, it's like Jesus coming through. Everybody just clears out. Nobody better not get in front. Nobody do nothing. Like it's like Jesus to walk through the building. But it was amazing seeing Zion dunk. And when I seen him catch, hop, step, and go straight up, I was like, oh my God, like this, it's quick. Like I knew he was the real deal. Like it's crazy watching him in person.
Yo, that's a hell of an experience, man. That's dope. So you only do basketball games or you do?
I do it all. So at NCCU, I direct. So like when you're watching sports and you see the people who making all the camera cuts and all that stuff, I'm the director and everything, producer. Also, when I'm on road games, I shoot the video, I edit the content. Pretty much a one-man show with doing everything. So, and then when I was at Duke, I was working some cameras. I did some great work kind of wherever I can get in and fit in. But even did some UNC games too, some basketball stuff there. So it's been a lot. It's been a great experience. I pretty much covered 10 different sports in my lifetime. Pretty much about 10 different sports. So it's been amazing.
Yeah, that's fire. That's fire.
Yeah,
that's a big W right there. I'm not gonna lie.
That's
that's
man.
A big W right there.
Big time Hollywood Patriot. That's what I call
man,
him.
come on, man.
I go to his house. He got all these stairs and all this stuff. I'm like, oh man, you just went Hollywood on me, dog.
You came to my house talking about, do I need to take my shoes off? Do I need to take my shoes off? Nah, it's all out of love, though, man. Shout out to y'all, man, for real.
But yeah, man. But like I was saying about Coquito, I was saying about Patreon and Potsy, man. They're really good content creators, and you know what? I worked up a little thing for them. So if you guys don't know how their content creation goes, I'm going to give you a snippet right here. Go by Dom.
What's going on, everybody? It's Coquito.
Got a special guest today.
I don't know how to act.
Yeah, and I hit my Potsy, what the fuck did you just hit, dude? He's not talking. You always speed again.
Yes! Oh! It's out of here! See ya! Bye-bye baseball! Oh my God, yes! Let's go! Let's go!
That's a pick. Thank you, Steele. Thank you, Steele. Thank you. Thank you. About damn time somebody come in here and show up. That should have been our turnaround the first time. God, the best player on our team right now, bro. It has to be Steele. It has to be Steele, bro. Oh my God! Oh my God! Lance! Let's go! You the new quarterback! You the new quarterback! Tell them about little pack your bags. You back up now. Oh my God!
Yes, sir.
Hey, that's love right there. I appreciate that, Don.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man. That was fire. This dude Potsy, I see he has fun in that Call of Duty 4 with that sniping. But yo, I'm watching it. As soon as I'm watching it, I'm like, yo, I started looking on Twitch. I said, wait, hold on, let me hit them with that follow already. So
Yes, sir.
I just followed Patriots, so now I just gotta find Potsy.
Yeah, Potsy's on Twitch is Potsy, and on YouTube it's the same thing. So they pretty much do both the same thing when it comes to content, man. They're really underrated, and they're really good with the editing and everything too. So you gotta give them their flowers when they can, man. They really underrated.
That was fire. I'm not gonna lie. That's fire.
I appreciate that.
I like that. I like
it. That's love. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
like
for
that.
For sure. So let's go ahead and hop into the topics now. First topic of discussion is the title of the podcast. The Jacksonville Jaguars are planning to sign Tim Tebow as their tight end. The great Patriot. Let me get your thoughts on that first.
What we like? What's this? 2021. This move should have probably happened in 2013. Basically, I don't even know if he's going to make the roster. Just getting a trial and stuff. So we'll see what he can do. He hasn't played football in about 6 years or so. But I think it could be a good move for them. They really don't have any tight ends really right there. I think the tight ends from last year, the most that they caught combined was like 80 catches, so they not really that good with tight ends. I think he can be in there, be a tight end, and be what Taysom Hill is. That's what Tebow should have been if he wanted to make that conversion. Just do exactly what Taysom Hill does, do special teams, tight end. I'm sure he's going to have some packages there, and he's with the guy Urban Meyer who knows him, who knows how he is. And I think it's also good to have a guy like Tebow in there for the locker room. So hopefully he makes it. Wishing nothing but the best. But I mean, I'm just looking at him like, yo, like if this was you, like back then, like. You would have been the first Taysom Hill, and who knows? Like Taysom Hill getting like $15-20 million a year, that could have been Tebow. So, but I think it's cool. We'll see what it works. It's the Jaguars though, so it's gonna bring ticket sales. That's all it's gonna do is bring ticket sales to them.
Facts. Let me get your thoughts on that.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with what he said, and I think we spoke about this before, Dom. It was like he's basically just going to be used to market the Jaguars in a better way. So I think for sure he's going to make the team. I don't think he's really going to be out there much. And if he is, he's definitely just going to have some wildcat plays. Urban Meyer's with him. They have that dual combination already. So that's pretty much all he's pretty much going to do. I don't see him on any running plays. I don't see him blocking. I don't see him doing none of that stuff. So let's see. I mean, let's see what happens. I guess it's a good move for them.
Yeah, man, for sure. I just want to say shout out to my guy, Culture Shock supporter, Frosty. Appreciate you for stopping by on the second channel, dog. He said Tebow tight end, dude gonna get slapped up. That's what I'm saying, dog. That's what I'm saying. Like, hey, man, it is what it is. It's better for us if he goes to sign with Jacksonville. I feel like he's not going to get any production over there anyway. It has to be a publicity stunt. Market value. If you go get Tim Tebow, he brings the media. He's going to bring fans in there with Trevor Lawrence and Urban Meyer. Like, why not? So I'm not mad at the move publicity-wise, but talent-wise, you got to be crazy.
And you know what's crazy? And I'm pretty sure if he signed with the Jaguars, I could see his jersey being the second most bought behind Trevor Lawrence. So it definitely is all about the marketing, man.
Absolutely. Yeah. Now, I don't know about C.J. Henderson, who's probably one of the best players on that team, but he'll feel a certain way about his jersey not getting oversold.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I said this earlier. Yeah,
and then he went to the University of Florida too, so you're gonna get that crowd to come in there. So it is what it is. Like I said, it's going to sell tickets. It's going to sell tickets, and like Frosty said, easy way to make more money to Tebow. So hey, get your bag, yo.
I was definitely saying that. I was like, imagine losing your roster spot to Tim Tebow. Ooh, the slander. Man, speaking of slander, I want to bring up this next topic. This is for Coquito. Albert Pujols got cut by the Angels. Is he done?
No, I don't think he's done. I think it was disrespectful as hell to start off with that. I think it was disrespectful. Supposedly, I think the reports coming out that he had I guess he had like a little argument with the coach, but when you're a player of Albert Pujols' caliber, you can do whatever the hell you want. You know what I'm saying? So I think it was disrespectful for them to release him. I definitely see him getting a job. I would love for him to go back to St. Louis, even though there's not really much playing time there for him. But I mean, I think he deserves just to go back to St. Louis and end his career there. So I would love to see that. If not, mean, I could probably see him going to Boston. Not Boston. Definitely, it has to be AL team that has a DH because he's not playing the field. So most likely, I could probably see him maybe going to Boston, which would probably be a great fit for him right now.
Yeah, man, for sure. You got any input on that, Patriot?
Albert Pujols, man, like when I saw that he got cut, it made me realize, like, yo, like I'm really old because I've known him. I remember he was on MLB The Show, was it 2004 with the Cardinals, something like that?
Yeah.
And so when I saw he got cut, I was like, yo, like I remember when he signed with the Angels, that 10-year deal was so major. And now you look at it now, like the money, obviously, like $25 million now for a major contract, like that's nothing right now. But like you said, I think he's going to sign somewhere with a DH, and I want him to get an opportunity because I think he's like 30 or so home runs away from 700, and you know, in baseball, that is a very big milestone. So hopefully he can get it. Definitely a Hall of Famer. And like you said, it's just kind of crazy, like how that went about with the Angels, if it is over dispute. And Mike Trout said he wasn't happy about it. So if you got the guy who's your star player not happy about that, then hey, I don't know what it is, but. Hopefully he gets an opportunity so we can get home run 700. And I agree. If he goes back to St. Louis, I would love that. I would love that.
Yeah, I think everybody kind of wants him to go back to St. Louis. I think it's only right, man. It's like a perfect fit right now. So and especially they brought back Yachty this year, and they wasn't sure if he was going to come back. So bringing him back, you got Wainwright and a Pujols. I mean, that's all you need.
Right.
Yeah, man, 100%, man. Albert Pujols is definitely a Hall of Famer. If anybody don't know baseball, you know Albert Pujols, man.
Yeah,
MVP,
you don't need to know
champ,
baseball.
10-time All-Star. You don't even know. You don't have to know baseball to know Albert Pujols, man. Simple as that. Take it from a guy like me that don't really watch but know who he is. So you should know. So, like, definitely. On to the next topic. This question was for my boy, but he's not here. But you guys can answer this too. Are the 76ers the favorite to win the East? Coquito, go first.
To come out of the East?
Yes.
Oh, well, I think I told you that. I definitely have them being the favorite. Only because I don't know, the Nets is you just don't know what you're gonna get out of them. You don't know if these guys are gonna play together. You don't know if one day I mean it's just I don't know. There's just too many questions for them. But definitely I could see the 76ers coming out of the East mostly because of that group of guys. They played already a bunch of years together. That defense is great. They have a good bench. Doc Rivers is great. So I could definitely see them possibly coming out of the East.
Yeah, for sure. Patriot, what's your input?
Well, I mean, I detect a little New York bias because the best team in New York is the favorites, and that is the Brooklyn Nets. It is not the New York Knicks. Let's get that out the way.
Thank you.
All I have is one question, Dom. Is Kevin Durant playing?
Yes, sir.
James Harden's going to be there for the playoffs, right?
Yes, sir.
Kyrie Irving's going to be there for the playoffs too?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
yeah, those are three questions that you can't even answer because Kyrie could say, you know what? I don't feel like playing today. Kevin Durant,
is Julius Randle playing?
Yes, he is. That's all we need, baby. And RJ, not an RJ. Hold on, we can't say only Randle. We got RJ and Derrick Rose now. But just go ahead.
But look, when those type of people, like those type of guys, like they can. Like James Harden first wanted to get there because he was tired of being ball dominant and everything. So he's coming in there and he's like, I'm adapting. He's the point guard and everything. You got Kevin Durant, who's a walking 30 points a game, easy. James Harden, another walking 30 points. Like those guys can adapt, and it's not like they're going to step on each other's toes. Like I think we saw like those three, and normally I would agree with you saying they don't have no chemistry and all that stuff. But you got, I would say, the top three one-on-one players, and this could be a hot take or whatever, but I think it's facts. Look at the NBA. The top three one-on-one players that has the most moves in their bag has to be KD, Harden, and Kyrie, whatever order you want to go to. And so in the playoffs, when the game slows down, you got to be able to create shots and get buckets. Besides Joel Embiid, I love Ben Simmons. Domino, I've been rocking with Ben Simmons since LSU, but he hasn't shown that he can go ahead and get a bucket, especially when the game slows down. Doc Rivers, ever since 2010 finals, can he get over that hump? I know he's playing well in the regular season, but it's like Paul George. I need to see it in the playoffs. So to me, I'm going with Brooklyn. They should be the favorites just because you have arguably the best player in the NBA, Kevin Durant. You have another top 5, top 10 player in James Harden. And then you have probably a top 3 clutch player all time in Kyrie Irving. So, I mean, hey, I got to give it to them, man. They cold. It's too much. They can literally score 100 points by themselves.
I love it. I love every single word of that take. Coquito?
No, it's all right. It's all right. I get it, but listen, you gotta understand. I don't think in the playoffs, I don't think them three are really gonna spend that much time on the court together. I think James Harden is definitely gonna have his share of with the bench and being dominant on the ball. and that man just does not show up in the playoffs. So let's just see what's gonna happen, and let's see, man.
Hold on.
And no matter what happens, the team in New York is always the Knicks. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say.
Well, hold on. Okay, you said Harden gonna come off the bench. When the last time Harden came off the bench, what did his team do?
No. Well, that's not necessarily. I don't think he's gonna come off the bench, but I'm saying he's gonna play with that bench squad. You know what I'm saying? I think he's just gonna play more with that bench squad than with KD and Kyrie. I think them two alone is gonna be more dominant and more. You know what I'm saying? But well, I mean.
And I mean, I'm not saying that's wrong, but I think that kind of works in because Harden in Houston, Dom can attest to it. He had to do it all by himself with not much help. So him on the bench is basically going to be him in Houston, but not for the whole game. It's going to be for like 5-10 minutes.
No, yeah, well, but that's why I think me and Dom spoke about before, and I think that's the Nets' best options is leaving Harden by himself and leave him with all these other guys than with just having them three on the court always at the same time. So
I feel you. I feel that.
Yeah, man. I definitely agree with Coquito on this finally, but he does have a point, so I can agree. On to the next thing about agreeing. Stephen A. Smith this morning gave his top 5 point guard list, and I know we talked about this the other day, but this one is a little updated. This is Stephen A. So he actually has it listed 1 through 5 for Coquito's purpose. He has it listed. So number 1 is Stephen Curry.
Okay.
Number 2 is James Harden. Number 3 is Damian Lillard. Number 4 is Chris Paul, and number 5 is Luka Doncic. Coquito, you can go first because you have a disruptive.
I mean, the list. Okay. I get the Harden thing, but I mean, I get the Harden thing, but don't put him there. I mean, when you stick with the point guard, let's stick with the point guards.
You want with Kyrie?
No, I could have went with Kyrie, or you could have put Westbrook in there as well. So, but I mean, the list is right. I'm glad at least finally somebody recognized Chris Paul and actually put him in the top 5. So I think his list is pretty solid. The only one was Harden. Like, why James Harden? I get it, what he does, but I don't think Harden belongs in. He could be in the top 5 shooting guard list, but not in the point guard. So definitely, I would just take him out and I'll put either Kyrie or Westbrook. I mean, either one, I won't be mad at it.
True. All right, Patriot.
This list is kind of tricky. So. We consider Harden a point guard because I mean he has been playing the point guard role a lot. Are we not considering LeBron a point guard because he's been playing the point guard role for the past 2 years? And so if we do that, now somebody got to come off the list. So I would consider LeBron a point guard because he's been playing that point guard role for the past 2 years. So now you got to put him at number 1. It's LeBron, one of the best players. So you got to put him at 1. Then you got to put Steph at 2. Everything else. I agree Harden right there, so I'll put LeBron at 1. I pretty much agree with the list. If you put LeBron at 1 and bump everybody down, the only tricky part is Chris Paul and Luka. And Dom knows I'm one of the biggest Chris Paul fans. Like I tell people all the time, no CP3 slander allowed. I gotta remind Dom every time he's in Houston, no CP3 slander allowed. And it's a hot take. I'll even say it right here. I told people, look, Chris Paul get a ring. He the greatest point guard of all time. Steph is the greatest. You can argue with your mother. If you get a ring, he the greatest Fiji of all time.
That is a very good.
Listen, that's a great one. And I was kind of gonna throw that one in there. I was gonna add is Chris Paul one of the top 5 point guards of all time. So. I'm definitely with you on that one right there.
Yeah, I got CP3 top 5. I'll have Curry ahead of him just because he has the championships and accolades. But like I said, Chris Paul get 1. I don't even care how I get it. As long as it's not a Jason Kidd one where he got carried, as long as he got to do with it, I'm putting him number 1 over all of them. But yeah,
leave the sandbox man alone. Leave below.
Man, just saying, man. CP3 point guard right there. When you look at the definition of point guard in the dictionary, it's going to be a picture of Chris Paul's face right there.
That's what I tell people every time. Like, okay, I get there's better scoring point guards, but if you want a point guard, Chris Paul, there's no better point guard. I mean, listen, no matter what team he goes on, they're improved big. I mean, the dude fucking carried the Thunders to the playoffs. I mean, the Thunders. So, I mean,
even the Rockets. You say he carried the Rockets? Shoot, I wouldn't be opposed.
No, well, I mean, but you had James Harden, so it was like it wasn't that
carried them.
Yeah, I know, but still wasn't that as big as him carrying the Thunders to the playoffs. But
yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but yeah, that dude definitely has to be up there.
Yeah, I got him over Oscar. That's just me.
I was about to say he asked you over Oscar.
Yeah, that's just me.
Chris Paul is a point guard, man, not point guard, point guard. Like, even though I don't like him due to the differences because he went to Wake Forest, that's why I really slandered Tim Duncan too. But it's okay. But,
Hey,
but you know, it is what it is. You know, it runs deep with me. So it's like he's nice and all, but you're like, put Kyrie over him, man.
Hey, watch your mouth. I told you, no CP3 slander allowed on my mouth.
You're lucky you're a guest. I'm trying to be nice. All right, but before we go ahead into the next topics, we're going to go ahead and go to our first commercial break. This is brought to you by Very Own. This is the GG Podcast, so this is sponsored by the Very Own's GG. Hope you guys enjoy it. We'll be right back after these few messages.
The following commercial is brought to you by Green Gang.
Yeah. With the resub. I appreciate you, bro.
Hey, teal. Show me teal. Show me teal. That's blue. That's blue. Give me Bellinger. Again! Oh my god! I fooled this guy twice! I fooled him twice!
Yes, sir. It's Obi Toppin season.
Oh my god, Prince, put your back into it one time for me, kid. Holy shit. Let's go, bro. What a fucking win. What a fucking win, bro. I read that slider, thank the heavens. Hey, they have the Prince animation, bro. Let's go!
Welcome back after that commercial break. I see I added a few other clips. Per Coquito's request, he told me to put the clip back in there, so I had to.
Oh yeah, that shit was fire, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I just tuned in, and that's the first thing I see as soon as I went into the sheet. I was like, oh my god, let me clip this.
Yes, sir. Then I had to add Obi Toppin due to him liking the Knicks. So we came back from the commercial break. Shout out to Foster. He said he enjoys the commercials. Thank you very much. But Ahmed asked, who was the 5 since you said he's over Oscar Patriot?
Okay. I will put Magic number 1. I will low key put Curry at number 2 right now. I'll put Isaiah at 3. I'll put Chris Paul at 4, and then at number 5, I'm putting Russell Westbrook, because if you're saying Oscar Robertson and everything, Russell Westbrook pretty much has done everything except for win the championship better than Oscar Robertson. He's about to break the record. So
that's a hot take.
I mean, sir, I like that right there.
I'm just saying, like, look, we can say we want about Russ about going for these triple doubles, but look, if you can get 4 triple doubles in the span of 5 years when we only seen it one time in like the 60-year history, like you gotta commend him for that. Like, even if he's forcing it, the fact that you forced that for 4 seasons, like, sheesh, you know how much committed you got to be to do that.
Yeah, that's true. That's what I'm saying. People are quick to say his triple doubles are like padded or it's easy. If it's so easy, everybody else should be doing it as well. So, I mean, just give the man props. That's all I'm saying.
Everybody ain't Rush. You're right. I mean, that's the only guy I know that can stat pad in 2 different organizations. But hey, do what you gotta do, big dog. I ain't mad at it. Yeah, man, that's very intriguing. But we're going to go ahead and keep on moving to the topics. If you have any more questions that you want to ask in the chat, podcast related, feel free to do so. But this is for Coquito. His baby mama J-Lo tripping again. So
oh, yeah.
I called her. I said it earlier that she's been on the loopy band with Coquito was streaming because she's been spotted back with her old flame, Ben Affleck. Now you guys know how I feel about Ben Affleck. You know how I slandered the Knicks? Ben Affleck is like right there. He's like right there because he ruined the Daredevil movie. Then he's terrible at Batman. It's just
Yeah, no, I
what
agree with you
can
on that
he
one.
do other than ruin things? And he's ruining another thing with J-Lo in a relationship.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. I'm not gonna lie, I agree with you on that one. But listen, you know how I feel about J-Lo, man. So she can never do no wrong. There's no slander on her at all. So J-Lo is the queen, man. Point blank simple. J-Lo is the queen. So listen, it was one thing you gotta understand, right? You don't get J-Lo. J-Lo picks who she wants. So that's all I. I'm just saying. Listen, she does what she wants, man. She does what she pleases. So,
all right, Patriot, your input.
Oh man, these whole celebrity relationships is always funny. But her going back with Ben Affleck, I mean, she left, A-Rod, all that stuff. Maybe she's going on a J-Lo tour where she's going to do all her exes. Maybe that's what it is. She's just going on a tour, do all the exes and everything, kind of, like a throwback. You know what I'm saying? You know how when groups, when they retire and they did have like a little throwback tour. Maybe that's all it is for with J-Lo. But I mean, hey, is she happy with Ben Affleck? She happy with Ben Affleck? I think she'll be happy with me, but that's besides the point.
look, you see, everybody knows J-Lo is a different breed, man. Like,
so
who wouldn't be
top
happy?
10?
She's number one.
Even though she still has a sloppy history,
She's
including Ben
one.
Affleck in her history.
She's number one.
Nah,
there's no passing that.
Like I said earlier, and Reckless agreed in your chat. I said even in your chat, and Reckless agreed. I don't know if he's here, but he agreed. I said she could have called up P. Diddy before Ben Affleck.
Listen, J-Lo is above everybody. That she don't even have the top 10. Like, she's just in her own tier. Like, there's no comparing her or putting her in no list because she's just above everybody. That's it.
Hey man, that's funny. I told you.
So when you say, you would say if she's top 10, like there's no top 10. There's like J-Lo in the top 10 don't exist. She's in her own tier.
You're right, because she's not in the top 10.
Oh, she's past that. She's way above
top
that.
10 back to the streets list.
She's beneath top 10 for me at least.
Go ahead, Patriot. Drop that flame, man. Let us know your top 10, big dog.
Look, I mean, like I gotta have to think about it, but I know for a fact I can name probably like at least 4 to 5 that we talking celebrities, right?
All right, hold on. There's no way you can name. Should have been Drake. I think she had a little fling with Drake, but there's no way you can name 10 people above J-Lo. Like, even if you don't have her at 1, I don't think you can name 10 that's better than J-Lo.
I would have to seriously sit down for like probably 30 minutes and think about it, but we don't got that much time. So I'm gonna give you about 4 to 5. Ashanti definitely above J-Lo. Rihanna definitely go ahead and say you don't got Rihanna above J-Lo. Go ahead.
Reach out, brother.
Rihanna, shoot. I'm gonna throw Nia Long. Hey, I put her over J-Lo.
The 250-year-old queens.
That ain't got no sloppy history. I give you that.
The 250-year-olds.
Yes, sir. But she banging.
She look at 50. She look like she's 25.
No, I know, but I was gonna say, well, both of them. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at the age.
Maya, the singer Maya. I'll take her. She's my little boo thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'll have to think about it, but I really don't have J-Lo in my top 10 like that. I mean, Beyonce, that's the queen right there, so she guaranteed that's 5 right there. So that's 5 right there that I think of just on top of my head. And J-Lo doesn't come to mind. I'm sorry, man. She cool, like I said.
Whoa, hey, almost threw. Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Yo, what we on?
Whoa. What you on, bro?
Hey, man, you good, bro? You good, man? I'm gonna take.
We going old, but we ain't going that old. Like,
I'm gonna take a sip on that one.
Yes, sir. Hey, yo. Oh, man, wild.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. I think he took a sip of Elijah Craig real quick.
Yeah, he definitely had to. It went down the wrong way too. Yeah, you need to check yourself. You're definitely looking sick out there.
I mean, J-Lo would be she definitely in the top 20 for me, but like the top 10 though, I don't know if I put in the top 10, like, but
yeah, the real number 1 is Beyonce, dog. I don't care what you say, bro.
I got Ashanti. It's Ashanti for me.
By all means, but listen, definitely Rihanna's definitely up there, but
yeah, it's either Rihanna. Like
Rihanna's different, but yeah.
Told Coquita a few weeks ago on the other podcast, I said A$AP Rocky's the luckiest man on earth.
Yeah, definitely a shout out to, and I told you when you said that, I said shout out to New York, man, holding it down for us.
Look, if Rihanna said I had to sell all my stuff for me to start be committed to her, just know this is on Craigslist, eBay immediately.
He said this basketball rim is gone.
I'm dropping everything.
I'm dropping everything. I'm being the best stay-at-home husband ever. You gonna think I'm Chad Johnson the way I be posting pictures and everything?
Oh my god, I hate it here. So on to some more blasphemy, right? Last topic. The Miz, the wrestler, he said he would love to play Johnny Cage in a Mortal Kombat movie. Let me get your thoughts first, and then if it's not him, who would you want to play it, Coquito?
So, like, all right. So when I first read it, I'm like, The Miz, like really? But then, like, I started really like looking at it though, and I'm like, The Miz actually won't be that bad. Like, I'll actually like to see him actually role playing the movie because in WWE to do is great, but I guess it will kind of be like one of those weird scenes like Ben Affleck doing Batman. It'll kind of be one of those things. But I mean, I honestly really won't be mad at it. Like, I honestly, like, off the top of my head, I really can't name like somebody just like right off rip. But I mean, I wouldn't be mad. I'll definitely like to see the Miz try it out, just see how he does.
Yeah, Ahmed, you can ask the question for sure. Petri, you can go ahead and get your input on this.
I like when I first saw it too, I was kind of like Cookies. I was like, really, the Miz? But then you sit back and think about it, I'm like, yeah, and it would be kind of cool for me to see him outside like a WWE production type thing. Seeing that, all I'm gonna say is if Johnny Cage hit the Skull Crusher finale, I'm walking out the theater just instantly. Like I don't need that stuff, but I think he can play that well. He has a little persona a little bit. And it will be kind of interesting, especially if in a Mortal Kombat movie where you might need somebody who has a little bit of combat background and stuff like that, him being a wrestler. I think he could pull that off. I mean, the only other person I would think of, maybe Mark Wahlberg. That's just because he seems like he plays everything.
Yeah, he could do anything. Yeah.
But I'll be cool with the Miz though. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how he does in that role.
Yeah, I'm not opposed of the thought. It's just the fact that I don't want him overacting. You get to this certain platform and then you think, oh, I got to be the best I can be. Like, you don't really need to be that best in a Mortal Kombat movie, to be honest, because nobody's really watching it to begin with.
Yeah, we're just watching the fights.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you don't got to overact. That's like one of the things that just questioned my brain. So a med question that popped up is, who is your top 5 players without a ring? Now, that's something that's going to have to dawn on me for a second, but I already know AI's up there for sure.
Chris Paul's number 1 for me, but that's just my personal preference.
You see, like that's like off rip. Like when you ask that question, like the first person that came to my mind was Carmelo. Like definitely Carmelo was probably the first one. Chris Paul is definitely up there. Other than that, I mean, I'll probably have to really sit and think about that one. That's a good question.
Yeah, but AI for sure. Tracy McGrady's up there for me.
You pretty much said my top 4 right there: Chris Paul, Melo, Tracy McGrady, and AI. Like that's, and again too, like I tell people too when people say these lists and everything. Like I don't know if you want to talk about, but Dr. J the other day put out his top, his All NBA first and second team all time.
Yeah,
and
we talked about that.
And he didn't have like LeBron on there. He didn't have Jordan. I think I mentioned this too. It's all about generations. So my generation grew up on those 4 players and stuff like that. So that's kind of people like Charles Barkley wouldn't be in my list, but some other people will have Charles Barkley in their top 5 without rings. So I would have those 4, and then after that,
after Charles, to be honest, I'll probably just put in Penny Hardaway or Brandon Roy.
That's all I'm about to say. I'll probably put Penny at 5. I'll probably put Penny at 5 because that's my favorite player all the time. If he didn't get hurt, man, he would have been top 5, top 10 player all the time.
And I think that's the same thing with McGrady. If McGrady never died, he would have been a different breed.
Yeah, man. Walking KD, dog.
Literally, man.
Before we get into the next segment, Coquito's favorite, the Coquito Hot Takes, we're going to drop our next commercial break. But then when we come back, we're going to transfer over to Coquito's Hot Takes. But hello, Noxie. How are you doing? We'll be back after these few messages.
Following content you're about to see is what is expected from the Hot Take Podcast.
I go by Dom.
What's going on, everybody? It's Coquito.
Casamigos Tequila.
Little bottle of Patron right here. Still in the proper 12. Kind of too bright, can't really see it, but yeah, it's a little bottle of vodka there.
Busted child. I don't know if you've seen it yet or not, but there's a bunch of aunties and fire grandmas out there showing them their face when they wake up and then how they bust it down when they put the makeup on. So I'm definitely with that vibe. Have you seen that yet?
I recently just checked it out.
Jordan Woods has just did the bust it down challenge, ladies and gentlemen. And Lord have mercy.
It's just incredible the thing that this guy is doing, and family nearly averaging a triple double. But I mean, definitely my favorite Jordan moment is probably that switch hands, man, in the finals. I mean, I think people like really underestimate like how hard that move is. But I mean, definitely, like, for example, man, I don't see how Julius Randle is not on this list of all stars.
Whoever wrote this, your mom's a hoe.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back from the commercial break. Appreciate everyone that's tuning in. We got a few viewers that dropped in after that commercial break. Appreciate you for tuning in.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Coquito, the great patriot, it's time for his favorite moment. We call it the Coquito hot take.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, Coquito is probably one of the most famous people for his hot takes because it has me on edge. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I know he's ready. Patriot, you ready?
Wait, before Patriot is the Celtics fan, right?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
Celtics all day.
I mean, Patriot, the Celtics fan, yeah. Okay, yes, no, so I had a hot take for the other guy, but I mean, we're still gonna throw it out there, even though he's not here. So
yeah, for sure.
I got my drink right here, so I'm prepared. I'm ready.
You ready?
Yeah,
All
I'm
right,
ready.
let's go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Coquito hot take.
All right, let's go.
All right.
So my first one is the Sixers will not win the championship as long as Ben Simmons is there.
That's tough. Pace, you can go first on that one, bro.
Woo, like I said, man, I know Ben Simmons is my guy, bro. Like I know him a little bit, so him it's tricky with that one because I feel like he can be the point guard there. Some things have to happen. He has to be able to get better at least taking a mid-range and stuff like that. But maybe you need another third star. If you could find a way to get another third star there in Philly, I think that they can win the championship. I think now they're taking that step of not being good young players and everything. I think they're taking that leap of like being great players that I think some people forget that it's in the process and everything. And again, winning the championship is very hard too. So if I had to give that a scale of 1 to 10 on a hot take, I give that about a 4.5. That's not really a hot take, but it's a little bit. It's on the burner a little bit. It's on the burner a little bit.
I think they can win it with Ben Simmons. I just think they need another solid piece, like another go-to guy that's not Embiid, because we know what Ben Simmons is going to bring. The best defender in the NBA is probably Ben Simmons, and you're going to want that person on your team. So if you get another guy that's solid around them that can go to, because we know the offseason is crazy. Anybody can go to Philly. Anybody. Yeah. So I think they can win a championship with Ben Simmons for sure.
All right.
Let's say for instance, let's just throw it out there. What if they had a guy like a CJ McCollum type person, like a guard that can create his own shot and not be afraid of it? I think that's what they need because Embiid, Ben Simmons has to give him the ball. Ben Simmons is not a shooter. If you have a guard like that can score and not afraid of the moment, like a CJ McCollum, or maybe even Dame Lillard if you want to ever lead Portland, something like that. Dame and Ben Simmons in the backcourt. Hey, I think that's a championship team right there. So it's going to take them to have another piece like that, though.
No, yeah, 100%. I agree. All right. Next one, and this is for you, Patriot, right here. If the season ended right now and the play-in tournament started, the Boston Celtics would lose in the first round.
Well, he's not wrong, especially after the news that just broke. I mean, first of all, I'm a Celtics fan, live and breathe all that stuff. I gave up on them this year. I'm tired of it. Danny Ainge, Brad Stevens. I'm tired of the shenanigans, all that stuff. After last year, I'm done getting my hopes up. I'm done. And after the news that broke today with Jaylen Brown being out for the rest of the season with a wrist injury.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Wow.
It happened right before we started this podcast. So you saying that might have been a little.
Wow.
You saying it before the injury, I wouldn't even consider that a hot take, to be honest with you. If I'm being real, before that Jaylen Brown injury, I wouldn't even consider it a hot take. But now, especially with that Jaylen Brown injury.
So he's done for season?
Done for the season.
Just want to say this, Patriot. You can have all the right to knock out Coquito. But he made that hot take earlier before the injury was announced. I'm just saying. Just saying.
Yeah, this was I could tell you exactly. This was done at 155.
Again, even without the injury, I don't even think that's a hot take. I told you, man. Like I'm done with the Celtics right now. We're taking a break. I'm not. You know, we're just separated right now. I'm just not paying attention to them right now, just because. Brad Stevens, Danny Ainge, like I had enough. Like I'm tired of Eastern Conference Finals being the peak of it. Like I'm sick and tired of it. And I understand, and I don't mean to go on a rant and everything, but people want to say, "Oh, you should have never traded for Kyrie." No, that was the perfect move. I could get Isaiah Thomas for Kyrie Irving. All I gotta give us a first round and Jay Crowder. It just didn't work out. It was just unfortunate situation. Him and Gordon Hayward got hurt, didn't work out. But Kemba's not playing well this year, and we just, even though Tatum is balling out like that, Jalen's been doing good. It hasn't clicked, and maybe it's time for a new voice in there. So even before the injury, I think
definitely I feel like Terry Rozier would have still been a better fit. I feel like they should have got rid of Kemba and just kept Terry. I feel like Terry was just a more fit for that team, and the dude's just been balling. So I think that would have just been a better fit right there. All right, Dom, you done, right? You got no input on that one?
Oh no, I agree. They don't have no chance.
Okay. All right, so what about this one now? Lakers are first round exit in the playoffs.
In the playoffs. So what seed? What seed are they going to be?
I think right now they might be sitting at 6 or 5. I'm sure. I think
because
it could be lower. I'm not 100%. We'll have to check on that.
Because I think right now they're 7, so they're in a playing game. But if they don't go to the playoff game, they either got to play the.
Oh yeah, so right now, yeah, they're in the play. They're in the play-in.
Okay, so they're the 7th seed. So depending on it, like I said, it's all about matches when it comes to NBA. If they have to play the Suns in the first round, I think that they beat the Suns. If they have to face the Nuggets in the first round, I think they can beat the Nuggets because they don't have Jamal Murray. They face the Clippers in the first round.
So if it ended right now and say they stay the 7th seed, they will play the Suns first round, in which I think the Suns will beat them.
I think matchup wise, even with a not so healthy AD and LeBron, I still think that they can beat the Suns just because. And I love Chris Paul and everything, but who gonna guard AD? And who gonna guard AD and LeBron at the end of the day?
No, yeah, I know it's tough. It's tough, but I mean, listen, that's why it's a hot take, man.
No. I mean, I feel you on that, but I don't know, man. That's tough. Because I could see it, but they just got to prove it to me. So I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that's an 8 out of 10 hot take right there. You cooking with fish grease right there a little bit. You got some grease pop going.
What you got, Dom?
Yeah, I think the Lakers are going. They're going at least to the 3rd round, if anything. But I do like a dark horse in the NBA playoffs. I do like that. And if the Suns were happen to do that, do they win the finals after that? Heck no. But if they beat the Lakers, because we know how hard it is to go back to the finals after winning the championship.
Yeah, definitely.
So anything is possible. So yeah, so anything is possible. I'm down with that, but I don't think the Suns can beat the Lakers in the first round.
Yeah. This is a good one right here. Well, CP3 to take that because it's the game 7. That's true. And listen, we know CP3 that dude's a different breed. All right, so look at this one. Jokic is the best 2nd round pick ever.
You know what? I forgot to look up 2nd round picks, to be honest, because I know there's a few, and I know Patriot's going to type faster than me, so I know he'll get me one before Jokic.
I know the one off rip is Moses Malone.
Yeah, I think he's better than Moses.
All right, so let's see right here. Let's just go ahead and look at some of these. Mark Price, Murray Sheik, Kukoc, better than that. Now, Marcus All. Okay, so because that's kind of a hot take, but it's kind of not. Let me put it to you like this: if you made that statement 4 or 5 years from now, I think you'll be right. I'm always of the mindset of I don't want to project what they can do because Manu Ginobili's a second round pick.
I was just about to say that.
What Manu did. Draymond Green's a second round pick. You can say what you want.
But that's what makes it a hot take. Like if you just take it right now, not what his future gonna be. If you take it right now, what he's doing, he's a second best second round pick ever.
Yeah, that's a 10 right there. You burning the house down right now. I ain't gonna lie. That's real spicy.
It definitely comes down between him and Draymond, in my opinion.
Yeah, Draymond, Manu, like you kind of spicy. You on fire.
Well, you said listen, the first two hot takes were just a little troll because you guys are Celtics and 6. So I was but after those two questions, that's it. We really got into the hot takes.
Yeah, you got the hibachi girl going right now. You just put a little
oil
on it.
Yeah, hibachi was in the second round. Good with arenas too. You know, he was there.
Yeah, so
hibachi.
That's definitely a hot take.
This is what this is all about, man.
It's all good though, man.
Surprised the man didn't give me an answer because all he could give me was that emoji. So he's taking him over Draymond any planet. I'm thinking you're guessing because of pure production of what he's doing now, but not the history of Draymond. But you know, it is what it is. So I understand.
Draymond that dude is a beast.
I like that hot take though. I like that hot take though.
I appreciate it. Man.
It's cooking. It's cooking with fish and chicken, not just fish anymore. It's cooking fish and chicken, hibachi, all that steak, shrimp.
I appreciate that, man. All right, so on to the next one. Tobias Harris is one of the most unappreciated and underrated all-star in this league.
Unappreciated and underrated. Underrated, I give you.
Yeah, underrated, I give you. Underappreciated, no, you're blazing hot. That one.
That everybody talks about Simmons and Embiid, but I think that Philly team is really Embiid and Tobias Harris. So it's, if you watch the games, their scoring option is Tobias Harris. So I think the dude is highly unappreciated. And I think if our other guest was here, I think he'll like this one.
You know what's kind of crazy? How you say unappreciated, and then you mention all-stars and don't say Julius Randle.
But this is not about Julius Randle right now. But we all know he's unappreciated. We all know that. Understand it. We understand that already.
I would agree with you if you said Julius Randle, but I
was like, you know what? Let me give Dom a break with Julius Randle. So
look at you being considerate.
I threw Tobias Harris in there because the dude's really unappreciated.
This the first podcast I see with Kokiko didn't mention like Knicks like at least 5 times already. Like I'm fairly impressed right now. I try to stay away from it a little bit today. Yeah, that's definitely a hot take right there. Because to me, it was Mike Conley for a while, but now I go Drew Holiday. Like Drew Holiday.
Oh yeah, Drew Holiday. That's a good one. The dude is an amazing defender. He can get buckets, so I definitely like that one as well.
And Kevin Durant said he the best defender in the NBA. And if the greatest scorer of all time to ever touch a basketball say that, I'm gonna take it to the bank.
Yeah, that's true. I ain't mad at it.
That's a fact. That's a bar right there.
But like I said, I like your hot takes, Cookie. You might need to be on ESPN on first take.
Yeah, he definitely is Max Kellerman. He is definitely Max Kellerman. Talk about this damn Cliff and all this other jazz.
And I want Iguodala.
Right. I want Iguodala to take the shot. Like what?
I won't go that far. All right, so we're gonna get off sports a little bit, and we're just gonna have a little fun with this one right here. So this one is McDonald's burgers are overrated.
You are preaching to the choir right here. Like I get your head on fire because you preach to the choir. I don't know why people go to McDonald's. Well, people go to McDonald's for burgers
because it's clutch.
That's just trash.
Because it's clutch. It's not
They're trash.
It's clutch.
I'd rather go to Burger King than McDonald's for a burger.
I'd
rather go.
I'll take Wendy's over McDonald's. For burgers, For burger,
I was about to say something real disrespectful, but I can't even say that. I was about to say I take Arby's, but Arby's is trash. Like if you eat Arby's, then there's something wrong with you. But
Whoa,
McDonald's
almost went west with this stream, boy.
I think I had Arby's like once. I think.
Yeah, like if I swear, like if I could be like, you know, they could imprison me and everything, and instead of like waterboard, they'd be like, we're gonna feature Arby's. I'm like, no, I'll tell you that. But no, McDonald's burgers is trash though. I remember they tried to market it, the new quarter pound and all that stuff. Like it's so garbage. It's
McDonald's
there's no flavor.
It's just McDonald's is pretty much just the fries and the nuggets, to be honest.
Yeah,
because even their McChicken now, I had not too long ago. This shit is trash now too.
Hold on now. We're not going to disrespect the McChicken like
that. I love the McChicken, but it just don't taste the same like it used to. That's what I'm saying.
Your McDonald's trash then. You in New York, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll put no love in that. That's cool. The McChicken is fire. McDonald's.
That's what I'm saying. I love a McChicken. I love it, but I don't know. The last time I had it, it just didn't hit the same.
But yeah, McDonald's burgers. If I had to list like the main fast food restaurants that serve burgers, I'd probably put that like number 2.
I don't list McDonald's burgers at all, but I was just saying it's clutch in certain situations because it's 24 hours and they could just process the burger and then just
no. Give me the nuggets. No.
Of course, give you the nuggets, but in clutch situations, if I just need a burger, bro, like I'm not gonna say it's the best burger out there, but if it's there, I'm gonna eat it. If I need a burger, bro,
I'd rather eat dirt than eat a McDonald's burger.
You eat the rat nuggets. You want to keep going? Like what you talking about?
But
I'd rather eat a Play-Doh burger than a McDonald's burger any day.
Yeah, the Big Macs went down. Like it used to be good, and now it's like, what the hell?
You know why I think we scarred? Because that dude on Supersize It made it look appealing. That dude was eating a burger for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I was like, dang, McDonald's burgers must slap there because he was eating like it was no issue. And then when you start eating it every other day, you're like, man, this shit's kind of overrated.
Yeah, I remember watching that in honestly, I think I watched that in a health class in high school.
Yep.
That's why I watched that. But yeah, that's pretty much it's a hot take. I mean, I had one, but I was like, you know what? I took it out because I think it will probably offend a lot of people in a certain ways. So I was like, you know what? Let me just let me take.
Oh Lord!
No, but it's not. It's about music. It's about.
Oh, no, I gotta hear now. I gotta hear now. Come on. I gotta hear now.
It's about 3 artists, but like I said, some people might take offense to this, but I guess it is what it is. So we just gonna throw it out here. So, and I don't know if you guys are a fan of their music or not, but Juice WRLD, X, and Lil Peep are not legends because they died.
Another hot take.
Okay, so Dom knows one and a half of those I'm a fan of. I wasn't really never a fan of Lil Peep. Big fan of Juice WRLD, and 50-50 on X. Legends, I agree with you on that one. I agree with you on that. I think we use the term GOAT and legend too
often,
too loosely. So I would actually agree with you on that. And I'm a Juice WRLD. Like I said, I love Juice WRLD and everything, but I think when people pass, unfortunately, some people kind of want to credit them so much they kind of maybe put too much on them. And for you to be a legend, like you got to have like some like to me, and this might be a hot take. Chief Keef to me is more of a legend than those 3.
But I agree with you because if you look at it, Chief Keef's the one who started the drill in Chicago. So all right. So the difference is what he did is not only he's a legend, but what he did is legendary. Like it's gonna go on and on and on. These guys, of course, they make good music and they probably help people with depression because that was kind of the music they make. But they haven't done anything legendary to leave a mark on anything. So.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. I think, I agree with the man right there. I think X had the most impact because I feel like his death, especially because the way it happened, I think impacted a lot of people because he was kind of the first one to make that kind of help with depression music and all that stuff. And so if I had to pick one of the 3 that's a legend, I would say it's X, but I still wouldn't even consider X a legend like that. So I think you're right. It's a hot take to some. Some people they'll agree. You know, you got other people who think that they just trash in general. The way I look at it is, I take it for what it is. Whatever, however they do it, that's how I grade it off. So, yeah, I see what I see you. I see you.
I see why you wanted to keep that up.
Yeah,
you know,
'cause
legends do get thrown around a lot, and you know, unfortunately, like Knicks fans or whoever work in that stadium, they forget legends like Patrick Ewing. But you know, it's okay. It's okay. It happens. You know, people forget legends.
I don't know how you do that. Like I really.
That's just kind of crazy. It's like, who are you? I'm Patrick Ewing. No, you don't look like him. I'm kind of crazy, but I don't know about y'all, but I think it's time to take that shot. Even though Patriot been drinking already.
Yeah. I mean, he won ahead already.
Hey, man, look, Dom knows. Don't threaten me with a good time when it comes to alcohol. Yes,
sir. I feel that, man. I feel that.
But yeah, I got one. I got a hot take for you, Cookies.
Let me hear this.
If it's Nick slander, I'm with it.
I think if you sign Julius Randle to a contract extension, he will go down on the all-time Knicks, on like the greatest Knicks of all time. He'll be higher than Carmelo. If you sign him to a contract extension, I think Julius Randle will be higher than Carmelo.
Now
that Julius Randle might struggle next year. So I can see that happening.
So there you go. That's where I was gonna go. I'm on the same page with Dime. For some reason, I'm just getting the feeling that this is a one-time thing for Julius Randle. I don't see him doing this next year, or if he does, I don't see him doing this for more than 2 years in a row. So I know we're eventually going to sign it to a long contract and we're going to regret it, but I don't see him going over Carmelo. No way.
I think so, because who else going to come to New York?
Well, I mean, we just don't know now. I mean, New York now, I guess, is getting a better market, because like we a bunch of people say it. The NBA is so much better when the Knicks are winning. So when you got the Knicks fans running around, they're going crazy. The NBA is so much better. So, and listen, LeBron himself said it. So if LeBron said it, that's it.
All right, I got a hot take there. If LeBron said, why didn't he go to New York?
Yeah, but that's what everybody said as well. But I mean, he wanted to go to Miami. So I mean, if Dwayne Wade was not leaving Miami. If Dwayne Wade would have left Miami and he would have told them, let's come to New York, they would have been there. But
I mean, they were supposed to be in Chicago though. Remember?
But I did not see Dwayne Wade leaving Miami. No way at all. So, but yeah. So I mean, over Carmelo, that's tough. So let's see who we can get next season. Let's see who we can sign, because we definitely got a ton of money to spend. So it's only the matter if we can land them. So
hey, take it from the Jaguars. Just because you got money don't mean you're gonna sign people.
No, yeah, that's true. I mean, listen, we have money to sign KD and we didn't. So we'll see what happens on that one.
Before I take the shot, just saying, if D-Wade would have went to New York, y'all would have got the Luol Deng version or D-Wade from Cleveland.
They would have got the Cleveland version of
Cleveland version D-Wade.
You stupid.
Let's go ahead and pull one more time.
Yes,
sir. Stream. Shout out to Patriot for pulling up. I got
Appreciate
stuff to do,
man.
but you guys, thank you all for coming through, and cheers.
Salud.
Yes, sir.
And we out.